Last week, we looked back with honesty and clarity. This week is all about looking forward, setting your intentions, and putting some action behind your goals. Essentially, creating a vision for the life you're ready to claim in 2025. Hi everyone, welcome back to True to Her podcast. I'm your host, Kina Shysae. Before we transition into setting intentions, I want to give a little recap on last week's episode. Last week's episode was all about identifying patterns, acknowledging wins, and facing moments when you were inauthentic to set the stage for what we're about to do today, which is create meaningful intentions that are specific to you. Emphasis on specific to you. This episode is all about turning those reflections into actionable steps. We'll create a clear vision of your dream self, design a vision board to make it tangible, and strategize how to turn your dreams into daily action. Whether you're chasing joy, growth, or fulfillment, this is the beginning to all of that. Grab your notebook, your favorite pen, a cozy drink, and let's build the blueprint to your best year yet. And if you haven't listened to last week's episode, pause it right here. It's the foundation for everything we're diving into today. So we're going to start with scripting out your dream self. Who is she? Who is the her that you're being true to? Who do you want to become in 2025? And not just the aesthetic version you see online, but the real, embodied, confident, and fulfilled version of yourself. Imagine your dream self as the architect of your future. Every choice you make today lays the foundation for her life. I want you to close your eyes and picture her waking up in her ideal day. Where is she? How does she feel? Imagine her morning. What's her energy like? What does she do to make sure she's setting a foundation for her day? Picture her interacting with others. What's her energy? How does she communicate and hold space? Having this clarity will help you shape your actions to align with this ideal version of yourself that's not far-fetched at all. That's actually just a couple months or years ahead. When you know who you're becoming, you start living intentionally, making choices that align with that vision instead of working against it. In the show notes or description, I'll have all of the journal prompts, but here are a few. How does she look, dress, and carry herself? What are her habits, routines, and boundaries? What fulfills her professionally, personally, spiritually? These are the type of questions I want you asking yourself, because by getting crystal clear on who you're stepping into, you create a roadmap for growth. For me, my dream self was someone who had freedom to explore, who felt calm yet ambitious. That clarity shifted how I structured my days. Less scrolling, more mindfulness, and journaling every morning to align with that energy. I know a lot of us love the visual representation of our goals. So I'm sharing my best tips with you so that you can have a visual roadmap for manifesting and making your dreams come true. Our brains are wired for visual cues, and seeing your goals every day keeps them top of mind, which then programs your subconscious mind to take action towards them. And in 3 steps, here's what you need to make your vision board. Step number 1, split your goals into categories: career, relationships, personal growth, health and well-being, and finances. And honestly, any other category you see fit for your board. For career, that dream job, the business milestone you've been working towards, or the vibe of your workspace. For relationships, this can be healthy partnerships, supportive friendships, or even your dream wedding. For personal growth, authenticity, reclaiming your power, confidence, knowing your worth. This could also be hobbies and new skills you want to pick up on. And for health and well-being, this could look like your fitness goals, nutrition, getting daily walks, and more. I currently have a TikTok up with different categories and examples, but my plan is to make a new one for 2025. So I will pin the old one to my page, but also be on the lookout. The next step is to find images and words that represent your goals. You can use Google or Pinterest for this to really bring that vision that you have for yourself to life. I would say try to use pictures that are faceless or are representing the vibe that you want to feel. And also on the back of your photos, pro tip, write out how you feel when you accomplish that goal. I think there's just something about not only seeing it, but taking it one step further to feel it just takes it to a whole nother level. And the last and final step, you can create a physical board, a digital board, a Pinterest board, or like me, I ordered a board off of Amazon. It actually turned out a lot better. Hold on, I'm going to show you. This is the board that I got. I plan to customize it even more than it is, but you do have the freedom to add, I believe, 5 4x6 pictures to it. You can add your goals over here. It's pretty big. It's the size of a regular whiteboard, actually the size of the whiteboard that I bought last year. But I got this from Amazon. I will link it below. And I'm also going to insert some clips because I recognize that you guys probably cannot see this well, but I'm going to insert a clip of what it looks like empty and what the inspo pic on Amazon was and the link to it. And it has a blank check to the universe Finances, this is like the perfect vision board. I didn't want mine to be so cluttered how I have made them in the past. It's basically singling out 5 goals. It's perfect for me because it's going to allow me to customize it in a way that I need to and be able to really focus in and lock in and not care so much about the aesthetic of it, and just have my very specific goals on there and what it is that I'm trying to say and achieve on the board. So I'll have that link down below if you want to check it out. And if you are doing a physical board, you can use free prints. You can download all your images from Google and Pinterest and use free prints to print them. They're free. All you have to do is pay for shipping. In my experience, they have shipped out pretty fast. But don't feel like you need to be in a rush to have your vision board completed by January 1st. Absolutely not. Take this time to be with your family. Christmas is coming up. Enjoy New Year's. Celebrate. Spend time with your family and your friends. Timing is everything. You'll have it at the exact perfect time that you need it. The next thing I want to talk about is how to turn your goals into actions, or your dreams into reality, whichever one sounds better to you. Dreaming is the spark, but action is the fuel that keeps it going. Without consistent effort, even the best vision board is just a piece of paper. Use a framework like the SMART goals, which means your goals are specific, not just I want to get fit in 2025, but lose 15 pounds in 12 weeks. Make sure they're measurable, something you can track on a daily, weekly, or month-to-month basis. Make sure they're achievable. Start with realistic milestones. Make sure it's relevant to you. Does this goal align with your dream self? And lastly, is it time bound? Set deadlines for each step. Setting goals and actually achieving them is a feat in itself. So make sure you write down your intentions in the morning. Use apps to help you track like Notion, and set alarms or reminders for critical habits that you're introducing into your lifestyle. And make sure you celebrate those small wins when you do hit a goal or a milestone or a deadline. When I worked out 5 times a week for a month straight, I treated myself to some hibachi because, well, I love hibachi. It was a small gesture, but it reminded me I was honoring my growth. Here's some journal prompts for turning your goals into actions. What's a small step I could take today to align with my dream self? Think about what roadblocks might come up and how you can navigate them. And also think about what you'll do to stay accountable and on track with your progress. Another resource that I've been utilizing on and off for the last year, the book called The 12-Week Year. It is by Brian P. Moran. Don't give me the line, but this is the book. And I am a huge advocate for what is within these pages. This book is designed to help you achieve and organize more in 12 weeks than most do in 12 months. If you've heard about it, or if you've been waiting on the sign to get it, here's your sign to get it, and use it to actualize your dream self and all of your 2025 goals. If you haven't watched the last episode, make sure you go watch it because it is the foundation for this one. We explored defining your dream self. Full prompts for this will be in the show notes or description, wherever you're watching. We talked about creating a vision board and a step-by-step process to help you create yours. And we highlighted SMART goals to turn these dreams into actionable steps. Remember that every choice you make today matters. Do something that your dream self will thank you for. And this is no pressure. If that just looks like you doing one thing on your vision board or one goal or whatever that is, honor that 1%, because 1% at the end of the year is how much? 365. We all good at math. Yes. If this episode resonated with you, share it with a friend who is also ready to step into their highest self. Make sure you check the show notes in the description for everything that I've talked about, and the links that I told you I would link. The vision board that I'm using and the book, The 12-Week Year, will also be there. Don't forget to subscribe and follow on your favorite audio platform so you never miss an episode. I can't wait to see what you create, and I'll catch you in the next episode.